Good to see you're still standing. So, we have a deal then, yeah?
Aye. So long as you stay alive.
Hello people of the Earth and welcome back to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike and today we're going to go ahead and talk about Far Cry 3 co-op mode. I wanted to make a review of the game, but I figured out that there's so many things to say about Far Cry 3 that I'd rather split it on different parts and just talk about each individual parts and tell you what I think, right? This is going to be co-op mod, the one in which you co-op with other players against the artificial intelligence in the game. This is much like multiplayer, but without human opponents, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the Prehistory first, what it is about, what's happened in the game, and here we go. So there are 4 characters available for you in co-op. We have the Russian hitman Mikhail, we have the Scottish thug Callum, we have the ex-soldier Tisha, and the crooked cop Leonard, right? So each of them have their unique personality. First of all, they have their unique commentaries and etc, etc, etc. And do not forget that they have so much voiceover done that majority of the time, even when you're playing alone, you're going to hear a lot of voice work in the game. When you find ammunition, when you hit the enemy in the head, when you buff your enemies, your teammates, excuse me, with a battle cry, when you revive your teammates, when you're lying down dying, when you're... For everything there is a comment, for seeing an enemy, for killing an enemy, for picking up things, for buffing your team, you know, everything is commentated. It's so amazingly done that I have to remark it in its own fashion, because I've never seen such a well done co-op regime in any game whatsoever ever before. And I play games for so long now I've lost count of years that I've spent on it. Because each of the characters is actually very unique, you will not have an issue selecting someone you like. Me myself, I really like Callum and Mikhail. I don't really like Leonard, and Tisha is hot. I mean, there is no way to dispute this. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to get back at the captain that betrayed you and sold you out to pirates. You're going to try to kill the bastard and take the money that he has stolen from you. Throughout the campaign, you could call it campaign, the cooperative campaign, which is consistent of 6 missions. The missions you can complete any way, in any ordering, whatever you desire, right? You're going to go ahead and fight through the hordes of pirates in order to get to the captain and kill the bastard. The objectives in each individual mission vary, but it's your classical, you know, defend this point, bring this shit to another position, storm this position, try to hold out as long as you can, and etc, etc, etc. Customization in co-op is very similar with customization in multiplayer. For instance, you will be able to create your own loadouts, and these loadouts you can actually use for the multiplayer as well. They're universal, and the experience you earn is also universal. The experience you earn for your guns, the experience you earn to level your account, right? All of these things are universal, and you can actually farm them in both cooperative and the multiplayer, making both of them incredibly fun to play, and you're actually not losing anything, so you're not punished anyhow, so don't worry about it anyhow. One thing I wanted to note in the game is the user interface, the way it's made. First of all, it's very comfortable per se, it's not cluttered, there's a lot of free space on the screen, but moreover, the way the hit registration works is that it actually tells you what exactly you did with your last shot. If you killed the enemy, the crosshair will flash in red, right? Not the crosshair, the tick. If you played Call of Duty, you know what I'm talking about. Whenever you hit the target in Call of Duty, you have this small tick and you have this sound like tuk 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 tuk. This sound is of you hitting the target, right? In Far Cry 3, not only did they took the idea, they actually defined it, and now when you hit the target, this tick is going to be in gray. If you kill the target, the tick is going to be in red, showing you instantly when you kill the target. And if you headshot and kill the target, the crosshair is going to be, the tick is going to be in orange, making you always know, stay on top of the, information you receive. You always will be able to understand what's happening on the battlefield. Another thing is, although it's user-hosted, the cooperative was really lag-free for me. I do not know why. My assumption is that they have some sophisticated system in play, that each individual player has their own game, right? And somehow it's elaborately connected in such a fashion that no one actually feels a lag. Whether you are a host or whether you are just joining any random person on the internet, you will not feel the lag in cooperative. I can vouch for that, which is absolutely astounding work if you ask me. Now, to what extent do you cooperate with the other? There are 4 ways in which you can cooperate with the other players on your team. You can go ahead and shout at them, increasing their characteristics. These are the battle shouts. You can go ahead and revive them when they are down. You can go ahead and mark the targets on the in the game world. When you see a sniper, you can go ahead and press a button and you're going to mark the enemy. And if one of your players kills this particular enemy, you're going to get experience for target assisting your players, right? So, and the other way is that you can pick up syringes which are lying about the place in the cooperative. And you can then offer a buff for anyone desiring to take it, and then you select one of the 8 buffs you want to have, and the player who requested whatever. Anyway, you just buff the other player and you buff yourself. I mean, there's no other way to put it down. There are 8 possible buffs, all of them are really different, and they can actually change the battlefield in your favor, shape the battlefield in your favor quite dramatically. And this is in a nutshell what the cooperative is. I'm really excited about the cooperative for many reasons, for the user interface, for the lag freeness, for the universality of the experience you get, because I also get to level up my account per se, unlock additional weaponry, unlock additional stuff for my guns. It's unbelievable, right? And although I wasn't entirely impressed with the multiplayer, I'm in love with the cooperative in Far Cry 3. That's just very logical conclusion after beating the game, trying out cooperative. It's something that everyone should do, and of course if you like it, that's additional game hours for you for the same price of the game, which is unbelievably amazing. For my final conclusion on the cooperative in the Far Cry 3, I would like to say that yes, I completely recommend it to you. I think it's a worthwhile venture. I think it's an incredibly well done work by the Ubisoft, right, in the maintaining and creating such a great, well, they actually finance it. I'm not sure if they're making the game, but the point is that it's amazing. I totally recommend it to you. It's additional game hours right there for the same price of the game. Once you finish single player, the cooperative, if you want to play more of Far Cry 3, is pretty much the only thing you can do without repeating the same content over and over again, right? Because here you have unlocks, you can customize your weaponry, you can get additional stuff and stuff. That's absolutely amazing. So, if I can recommend it to you, yes, I totally recommend it to you. And this is about it on the topic. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video and my commentary, do not forget to put a like on this video and favorite it. It helps me tremendously and I will be grateful for the remainder of my life. Have a greatest day, good luck in the Far Cry 3 cooperative mode if you do decide to buy the game, and I'll see you soon on my channel. Love you all, bye bye.
Right in the head. Got my shot. I'm reloading.